Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel where we're talking real estate, and private lending, wholesaling land, and ground up development. You saw the title. It's the reason why you clicked. I'm going to tell you how I generate essentially 5 figures a month while having my 9 to 5 job, wholesaling land just in Texas alone. For some of you who may be new to the channel, my background, I've been in real estate for about 8 years. I got interested in real estate in college around 2013, 14, starting out wholesaling houses. So I decided once I moved back to Houston to get my real estate license just to dabble in sales. Uh, Quickly found out that that's not what I wanted to do, is like represent, sellers and buyers, like listing and stuff like that. I was more interested in real estate strictly from an investment aspect of it. So started learning more about, different asset classes, got really interested into multifamily. That's something long term that I plan to kind of really jump in and stay in. Eventually, I got into private lending, which I've been in for the past 5 years or so as an underwriter. So I was kind of working closely with account executives, business development guys, essentially loan officers. A lot of times they're not licensed, so you don't really call them loan officers, but essentially they're loan officers. Their job is to go out and basically build a book of business with builders, developers, fix and flippers to close loans. And I was the back end person. Well, I am the back end person that, typically looking at the loan structure, making sure LTC is correct, LTV, interest rate, origination, making sure the loan looks good, right? Double checking surveys, architectural plans and elevations, entity docs, bank accounts, just the whole nine, construction budget, going over those line item by line item. So, what I thought about, I started wholesaling land in 2023. What I kept seeing is these builders, they're paying cash. So when you're looking at the settlement statement, they're paying cash for the land. So I thought to myself, like, man, if I could just, find a piece of land, not only would I be able to make some money wholesaling it to them, but I can put a ROFR, which is a right of first refusal, on the land deal to where they're ready to go vertical. We take a look at the deal first to offer terms first. So I can essentially eat twice on one deal. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can wholesale, make 3,005, maybe 10,000 on one deal. I kind of settled in between like 2,500 to 5,000 was the, like I wasn't trying to get rich off of one deal. I'm not opposed to it, but I just not what I got into this business to do. It was just to, make some extra money while feeding the business. So that's what started me doing it. And it's like I said, I started in January 2023, and first year was amazing. First year I did a little under $100,000, and that was only on about eight or nine transactions. I had two really big transactions that closed toward the end of 2023. Fast forward to 2024, we're sitting here December 23rd. I'm on track to beat. I'm on track to beat what I did last year. Don't want to give an exact dollar amount, but it's working very well. I have systems and processes in place. I had some stuff that I had to fix. Like I started out, hired a VA who was living out in India. Getting on Fiverr, doing that. Decided to scrap that. I was going to be the one to make the phone calls. And once I got to a point where I can kind of bring somebody on, get my own like actual office space, because I do work remote from my home office. I'm going to train somebody here locally in Houston to make these phone calls. Because you're essentially just gathering information on that initial call, right? You're probably not getting a contract closed on that first call. It's more so, do you have any interest in selling at all? This is the address, correct? You're the only owner of the property. Do you owe any taxes, or are there any type of mechanics liens against the property at all? And just because you're trying to make sure, like, title has a higher chance to be clear, right? When you get the contract, when you get the deal under contract. And, so those are typically your acquisitions people, right? Their job is to call, get the interest, and then I would be the one to call back with the offer, right? So like, that's kind of how I'm structuring mine. Right now I'm the only one doing the calls. So picking your market is very important. I decided to just focus heavily in Texas because I'm here. I've structured new construction loans in DFW, in Austin. I've done projects as a guarantor, as a builder in Horseshoe Bay, which is a little bit north of Austin, and obviously here in Houston. So I decided like Texas it's enough money to be made in Texas for me. I do want to expand into different markets in the future. Looking at North Carolina, Florida, South Carolina, and Georgia, there's a lot of opportunities there. Tennessee as well. So that's something I'm looking at in the future. But as far as right now, I just kind of want to put my footprint down here in Texas, be a resource to these developers and these builders when they think of land. When you're thinking of I need some land, they need to be thinking of me, right? So I just decided to kind of go gung ho in Houston. I know this market like the back of my hand, and DFW, like I mentioned, I've structured and underwritten some new construction deals out there, so I kind of know where the zip codes that the builders are active in. And so I even reaching out to some of the builders at my job, just kind of emailing them, calling them and saying, hey, where are you buying at right now, right? If I got a lot for sale, where would that need to be? We're talking DFW, Houston as well. So that's pretty much how I kind of got started. And what I did was I literally got on the MLS. I looked at some new construction sales, and I just called the agent from each and asked for introduction to the builder, or if they knew what the builder's buy box was, if they knew what zip codes. And that's kind of how I started out. And then I kind of knew what to look for based off of what they're buying. So you just reverse engineer backwards, right? Maybe 3 to 5 builders in the beginning, try to get some deals closed with them. And they may introduce you to some other colleagues of theirs that you can probably get some deals done with. And I mean, that's how I got started, right? That's literally what it is I got on, I used PropStream first. I bought the list, right? And then I started building my own list, skip tracing myself using Regrid, True People Search. Literally, that's it. Regrid, True People Search. Found a number, called the seller. I'm following up. I use Podio as a CRM. You don't have a lot of money to just start this stuff. Use Podio. It's free until you upgrade. I think it's like $22 a month, but I use Podio. You got a free month of PropStream, 7-day trial of PropStream that you can use to go ahead, build your list up, buy your list, maybe go get a dialer. If you don't want to dial by hand, I would suggest Mojo Dialer and start calling. That's exactly what you have to do. That's exactly what I did. I'm only going to give you advice and tell you to do things that I myself have already tried. I've used Podio, Mojo Dialer, Regrid. I've used PropStream. I use True People Search to skip trace to this day still. I recommend if you're trying to get started ASAP, if you want to hit 2025 rolling, hit the ground running, go ahead and try it out. So if you're looking to start wholesaling land and you kind of want somebody to hold your hand through it a little bit, not really just kind of surf through content online, I do have a Texas Profit, a land profit program, excuse me. The link is in the description. One-time payment of $97. We're going to do an onboarding intro call, kind of learn a little bit more about you, what your schedule looks like, what you're trying to accomplish, helping you pick out a market, giving you the documents that you need to get them filled out correctly. We'll hop on a webinar once a week, go over any deals you have, any questions. We'll do some mock deals as well, maybe some cold calling sessions, whatever's going to help you go further faster. So that's the goal of it. And that being said, if you found anything I said in this video helpful, please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Really trying to help out people who are looking to just add extra income, right? An extra $2,500 a month, an extra $5, an extra $10. Whatever you put into this business, that's what you're going to get out. Extra $2,500, one deal a month can help you out, can help you stay afloat, can help you reach your financial goals. Maybe you're building your credit. Maybe you're trying to buy a house, maybe get a new car, or you just want to, have a healthy savings. This is a great way to do it. The barrier to entry is very low. And, I am experienced in this. I have closed a lot of deals. I work with builders. I'm a professional first. And this is what I do on the side. So that's all I have for you today. Let's go ahead and get some deals done.